everyone, it's Gail. I'm here doing a little work on my Alice in Wonderland journal, so I thought I'd turn the camera on for this part. Maybe I'll catch you up on what I've done. This is my granddaughter's journal, and I have put the lace on the edges. I did a variety of different colors of lace. Little blue, a little red, a little black, a little white. And some of this lace was from Gloria, from the Happy Mail that I received from Gloria. So thank you, Gloria. And yeah, so I did sewing on this as far as the lace. And then I put in this fabric flip as well. And I love how that turned out. I didn't even realize, but the bunny on the fabric is the exact same bunny as in Artie Maze's digital. So that page I'm really happy with, her little flip there. And then on the other side of that page, let's get over there. I was going to sew, there it is. I was going to sew or put a fabric pocket in. And then I found this little piece in my stash. I think I got it at my retreat. And so I decided to use it. It's just kind of whimsical and fun. And so I decided to use that. Let's see. What else did I do? Oh, and I added 3 of the Dreams, etc. Alice in Wonderland digital kit. And I liked how this page went with the blue lace. And then, let's see, I'll show you the other ones that I put in here. This one, I just love that one. I just knew I wanted, it kind of reminds me of Sarah, to be honest with you. So that one had to go in. And then I think there's one more, maybe. Well, I know there's one more. Where is it? Oh, here it is. And I loved how that went with this blue paper. So then the other sides of those, I like this too. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. Alice. Alice is, that quote is attributed to Alice. And then this one's Wonderland Notes. I thought that was really cute. And then there's just this side with where she can just write. So, hers is a chunky one already. I haven't even done the embellishments, which is what I wanted to work on today. Let me show you the design team project. I also got the lace on its sides. And I did the fabric flip in it somewhere. Right here. I love how it turned out too. I used the teapot fabric and the rose fabric that Gloria gave me. And then I just tore out an Alice out of the other fabric. And I like how that goes with the roses. So I'm happy with that. And then on this side, in this one, I put a hanky pocket on this side of this one. So, you know, I'm just doing a little bit with this as it works into working on the one for Sarah. So I want to work on decorating the book a little bit today, but one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go through this bin of tags and things. This is from my mixed media days, and I just thought I might find something in there that I liked for Sarah's book. Because again, I wanted to incorporate some of my art into her journal. So I thought I'd look through this and thought I'd just turn on the camera so you could come along with me. What we might do is I might just pull some things out, some little tags and things that I think might work, and then we'll just have them. Um, this one says love, so that's kind of fun. Colors aren't really right though. Yeah, some of these I'm sure are not gonna go, but like this one with the oranges and greens, nope, not so much. And I don't really, that one might. I don't really know about Oh, I really like that one, but you know what? I think I'm going to save that one for the design team journal. So I'm just going to stick it up in there. That's a fun little one. Love that one too. I don't know. It's a little too turquoise, I think. This one's kind of crazy, which is what I think about when I think about Alice in Wonderland. So I might try that one. This one would go color-wise and everything. So would this one actually, well, no, it's a little too green. I want to start using these tags because I have so many of them that I have done. That one's fun with the glittery butterfly. That might be a fun one for her. I also saw this one, which time was a thing with Alice and the clocks and stuff. So I might pull that one out. Okay, then these are envelopes and stuff. These are postcards. None of which are speaking to me for this. Okay, great. Okay, so what we came up with there, and I'll just kind of set them aside here, and maybe if there appears to be a spot where they would work. So I've got 4 big tags that could possibly work. These are altered, oh, what do you call them? You know, the cards that like Tim Holtz things come on or whatever. These are altered. I have one of my early videos on doing these. But yeah, okay. So that's good. We'll do that. Another thing I did without you was I sewed up these pockets. These particular pockets, I was saying that Yvonne Preston has a video on how to make these if you're interested. But you can leave them to where you put the pocket on the back, but the paper unfolds and you could write on the paper. But I kind of liked them sewed. So I sewed them with white thread, and then I went over it with Vintage Photo a little bit too. Just darken up the thread a little bit. Okay, so I want to start decorating the pages, deciding where things are going to go. That's partially, I like to put the lace on first because then sometimes it tells me what, you know, if I want to decorate that page or not. I don't know. So let's see. Oh, one other thing I wanted to tell you before we get going here is I've had a couple comments about people not being able to hear me, and I'm not sure exactly why, because when I watched back The Craft with Me yesterday, and I had it like maybe a third of the volume on my iPad, and I could hear myself just fine. I do, when I'm thinking, I tend to mumble a little bit, and I apologize for that, but believe me, I'm not saying anything important. If it's important, I'll speak up. But anyway, just wanted to say sorry if you've had trouble hearing me. I don't know why. I've watched back several of the videos and the volume seems to be just fine. So hopefully it will be today. So, okay, so let's think about what we want to put in this journal. I think what I might do is find a spot for these, for this, and was there one more? Yep, one more. And this one. So, just as a place to start. And then we can go from there. This one's going to have to be over an edge. So maybe we find that first before we get carried away attaching things. That kind of looks fun. It kind of tones down that page, doesn't it? Yeah, I actually really like that. And then this will fold out and have its little book. Maybe some stenciling on that page too. Okay, I am going to grab a paper clip. I've decided, if you watched my last video, I've decided to use my white paper clips to say where I want to put something later, because I rarely use them. And just because I said that, I'm going to use one. Okay, so I do like that. You know, maybe we want to do something on the back of here or leave it for writing. I don't know how much she's going to write in this though, so that's the other thing. I kind of feel like I can go ahead and embellish away. Maybe we should decide what we're going to do with these, because I haven't embellished the front of them because I didn't know where I was going to put them. I'm kind of thinking about right there. Or this side. I like how the brown picks up the brown in this. I think we're going to go this side. Okay, so we're going to put that one there, and I'm just going to flip back this way, and we'll put this one here. Okay, so we need to think about what we're going to put on there. I was wondering about, I have cutouts from Artie Maze's kit that are already fussy cut. If I can just locate them in here. I just need to take this stuff out since we're working on it. Gosh, here they are. Here they are. So I wasn't sure if they'd be too big, but I thought we'd kind of look at these. I was wondering about Alice herself there. That's kind of cute, isn't it? I could put a little something behind her that would be blingy. What else do we have? The teacups, I feel like they're too big. The only other thing that might work is the clock. But I like Alice. I like Alice there. So I'm going to do a little. Now, just when I said I was going to save my stuff from A Tattered Dream for the other journal with the design team project, I think I'm going to use a little bit of the eyelash trim maybe behind her. I have a couple of options that are kind of speaking to me. Let me grab those. Here's my thoughts. I was thinking about the red over here on the edge, and wondering about putting a little red. I think I do want some red kind of popping with her, but I also have this pretty blingy one. That might be even more fun, huh? Then I was thinking about just the white and silver. Nope, too blah. Too blah. This needs to be a fun journal for my little granddaughter. So let's see. Just kind of wind some around there. What did I do with here's my scissors. I don't know about you guys, but I spend half my time looking for stuff. I know. It's as organized as I can do, but at the same time, there are times when I don't find things. So, okay. Actually, I'm going to glue this on just because my workspace isn't very big here. I need to get that put on, and then I can work on the top of it. All right, put that one on there. Give it a little hold for a second. Make sure it's nice and attached. Okay, then this. How do I want to do that? I think I like that hanging down, and then Alice just on top of it. Maybe I'll put that kind of under her like that. Okay, I'm just going to put a bunch of glue on Alice because I think, well, I don't know, maybe we'll put a couple of globs. Try and get the eyelash trim to lay down. Oh my gosh. Sticks to the glue bottle. There we go. I think that's enough, and then I'll just really put a good amount of glue on Alice here, and hopefully it will sink down and adhere it. Volcano glue. I might need a little glue right there on that piece. The other thing I'm trying to keep in mind is, you know, for a child, they're not going to necessarily be quite as careful with a journal as as a grown-up would be, so I want to make sure it's good and sturdy. Okay. Okay, that's fun. So that's that side. Cute. And then this side, I do have the bunny, but once again, he's too big. So, you know what I'd kind of like to do is like a rose or something. Let me look in my, hold on one second. Oh my gosh. So you guys, these are both my Artie Mays folders, and you know, digitals that I haven't used up from other projects, and some projects that are already printed out, but I just haven't used. Yes, I thought there'd be some cutout roses. I think this is the Artie Mae's kit, A Rose from You, and I have not done it yet, so I'm just gonna steal a rose from it maybe, if they're about, oh, they're too big. I mean, I could cut around one, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just need to use like a Prima flower or something. Just digging through and not making sure I'm not missing something in one of these. Okay. All right. Well, that didn't work. So what kind of Prima flowers do we have? She said, speaking in her outdoor voice so you could hear me. Oh, it was funny yesterday. That's pretty, isn't it? We can put a little something in back of that. Yesterday I did the craft with me, and my husband said that he said I was going to come down there, but I could hear you talking to somebody. I think he thought I was on the phone. I was talking to somebody. I was talking to my YouTube peeps. Yeah, let's do that. This is again from A Tattered Dream. I will link her shop below, since I seem to be using using A Tattered Dream stuff here, even though I'm not supposed to be for this journal. I mean, there's no rule that I can't, right? But I usually try to save all my goodies for my design team projects for her. So she doesn't have a lot of time to watch videos, so I'm sure she won't watch this one. She tends to, when I title them that they're a design team project, then she watches. But if you're watching, hello Denise. Okay, that's probably fairly stuck on there. I think I need a little bit more glue on my cheesecloth. I stuck it down, but apparently not very well. So maybe just a little across there. Just going to kind of center this guy. And then we'll put on the flower. Well, that worked out. Try and keep my glue in the bottle where it belongs. Okay, so those are for my other book. Yeah, I like that. That turned out real cute. Okay, so then I have left of those types of pockets. I have these left, and I'm not sure which one I want to use based on where we decide to put it. So thinking about maybe here, because I wanted to do and the story begins in here. Let's do this as a tuck, because let me make sure, am I in frame? Yes, oh good. Yeah, and then we can tuck bigger things behind it. Okay, so this one's going to be for the design team project. All right. Let's okay. Just gonna stick that on there. And while that's drying, I'm going to go grab my homemade journaling cards and see if I have a story begins. Oh, I do already, and it's about the size that I want. So these are just some tags and cards and stuff made from extra, just extra pieces of cardstock and stuff. There might be a few others in here that we want to use, so I might just leave that out here. But stick that in there. Not sure what else we'll put in there. But okay, so onward and upward. Oh yeah, I pulled out a couple of things last night. I pulled out these corners and thought those would be fun to tuck in. So let's see where those might go nicely. I mean, this page definitely a little pinker than that. There's the yellow in the hat. That's kind of nice, isn't it? So then on the other side, I could do the pink because that works there. That's where we've already got pockets there. Trying to spread them out a little in the book too. That's a possibility though, definitely. Okay. I just really like the blue, so we're just going to do it. Have something on each side of this page. That's okay. Okay, so now remember which one goes where. The yellow one. Let's see. Okay, the yellow one goes here. Make sure I do this right. And then we can start looking at some of the embellishments to stick in the pockets and stuff too once we get the pockets and tucks done. I'll lay that out flat because there's kind of bumps from the beads on the flower. Hold that nice and tight. And then this one on the other side. These I made out of I don't know, I think it was kind of like a napkin, a couple of napkins, or it was a table runner, I can't remember. And I think these might have been the table runner anyway. They turned out really cute. I think I made them on a video actually. Just add those. I must have got a little too much glue. It's squishing out. Okay. Now you guys, I had an idea and I forgot to look upstairs. It's where I have them, but my grandma was a quilter and I have some old quilt blocks that were hers. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to put one of those in here for Sarah? Because, of course, it's my grandma, so it would be her great-great-grandma, right? Yeah, because I'm her grandma. My mom's her great grandma. It'd be great great grandma. So yeah. So anyway, I might have to do that. I was thinking about trying to do something fun with this, like a little flip out or something. This is just, I made this out of the top of a Ziploc bag box. And I thought that might be kind of, oops, sorry, I hit the camera, but stuff was falling. I had to catch it. So let's think about, let's see, that was there. It's going to have to be kind of opposite a pinker page. That's not too bad. It is funny, last night when I was looking at yesterday's Craft With Me video to check on the sound, it was like watching the video, there were a couple times I could see, no, I should have done this or should have done that, because it's almost like through the camera you could see that it went better or not, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know, I was like, maybe I should look at all of my videos in that way. Got the flip on that side, I could flip out on this side. So that's a possibility there. It's kind of nice across from that rose, isn't it? I kind of like a full page. Let's do that. Let's make that flip out. So I'm going to get some coffee dyed paper again. I think I can use, yep, I can use the leftover from what we used yesterday for a hinge. So I'm going to want it about there. Yeah, so anyway, I need to go up and look through that box and see if there's some a quilt square that would be about the right size to go somewhere in this journal. So maybe I'll do that after I get done filming this part. Let's see, so we want that to be, goodness. Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was kind of a great idea. Every once in a while I have one. Oh, I thought I was out for the year after having the idea for the faux front envelopes. I thought, okay, that's it. I'm never going to have another great idea this year. Oh, but those have been fun. There's a swap on Junk Journal, on one of the Junk Journal groups. It's not Junk Journal Junkies, it's one of the other ones where they're doing a swap of faux front envelopes, and it's been just super fun to see what people have done with them. And I have to say, I was really impressed that the administrator of the group, she contacted me and asked me if that would be all right if they used the faux front envelope idea as a swap. Of course I said yes, but I thought it was just very kind of her to check and just to ask if that was okay. Well, that was really nice. Okay. This is great though, to be kind of getting some things done on Sarah's journal, but also using up some pieces from my stash, because while I was not able to make journals from having my shoulder surgery, I still did a lot of making of stuff, and so I have quite a bit in my stashes. Just wanted this to be, well, to blend in a little more than it is. cute. That's fun. Okay, so then that page goes here. This page goes in here. Okay, so I'm just going to put the cover up because I don't really need the cover at this point. Stick it up here above, excuse my reach. I've got several tags. I've got those. Not really feeling like I have anything else that you know, needs to be put in as a pocket or a tuck or anything. I was thinking about looking for a spot for that quilt square. Got some real blankness, so that could happen. But I might have to wait and see what colors go with, you know, with the opposite page or something too. But we're kind of getting there. I mean, we're making progress. I'm just trying to think of something fun to do. I think there's a couple of folders. Here's the other one. Ooh, that one lends itself to some embellishing, doesn't it? How are we doing on the time? Oh gosh, yeah, only 36. Okay. So let's maybe... I'd almost kind of like to just clip this in so she can actually use it to stuff things in. So let's work on, for a minute, just work on this. I'm going to ink up the edges. So I went to an estate sale today. It's the first one I think I've been to in forever. It's just been such a busy summer. I haven't gotten to any. And guess what I found? This was exciting because I've been on the lookout. I found, for $5, I found this big, it's like a pasta pot. It's big and has a lid. And I've been looking for that because I want to try to echo dye papers, and I just haven't found one until today. Today I found one. So I'm excited about that. Be excited to try it when I have a minute to do it and don't have company coming and that kind of stuff. I'm going to have to spend either tomorrow or Sunday changing beds and all of that. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I was going to do it today, and then I was just like, oh, I had a few other, I had errands to run, and then I really just wanted to go to that estate sale. So then the other thing I found was I found a 1960s ladies home journal cookbook. Super cool. So next time I'm just going to put a little bit of walnut stain around the edges of these tabs because it is dark, and I think this kind of helps it. So anyways, yeah, 1960s ladies home journal cookbook. It's really kind of neat, and I was thinking about my friend Diane Hubert's domestic arts journals. I haven't done anything like that, but I figured I'd either make a journal out of it or I'll just turn around and sell it on my Etsy, and someone else who has a good idea for it can implement it, you know. But it has, you know, some of those cool 1960s pictures in it and stuff. So I don't know. I'm kind of going crazy here with the walnut stain, but I'm kind of liking it. Okay. So what I was thinking about doing was just using maybe one of the cards. I'm not crazy. My reality is just different from yours. So far, I do like that. What else do we have here? Playing cards. These are cute. Playing cards. I don't know. I kind of like that this. I do like the red side with that. Look at that. That looks neat. Okay, so my thought is if I glue it down here, here, and here, it can be a pocket there too. I want her to be able to find some little nooks and crannies where she's like, oh my goodness, I didn't know there was a pocket here. My husband went today and got all of our family pictures printed off in the sizes that I needed for frames, the ones that we had done at my son's. If you're friend with me on Facebook, you saw them. But yeah, that was fun. We haven't had the whole family together for 8 years, and so it was time, and it was really fun to get family pictures taken. Okay, so that's a little pocket. We might put some lace or something on there. Do I want to leave the back plain, or do I want to put this cat on it? Not a giant fan of the black and white, but I'm just going to do it because I might as well use it up, and then that's one more little secret pocket, right? Yeah, so that was one of my chores, was to get all of those into their frames, and it makes me happy to have them. So we didn't have a professional come do it. My son did it with the timer on his camera, and they turned out so good. So good. I told him if he ever needs a part-time job, he could also be a photographer. Okay, so I want to further embellish this side so that it's kind of the front, and then this is the back. So let's see, what could we do? What could we do? Maybe some lace. I don't know that I have. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any like little red roses or anything. So funny. When we're doing the craft with me, sometimes my mind goes blank. But I've got some lace here. This is some of the lace that was from Gloria. I wish I could see it through the camera. I'd be able to say, yep, that's the way you should do it. Yeah, I kind of like it on that side. Let's do that. And when we get done today, I will go up and look at those quilt squares, and then I'll be able to find a spot for one of those maybe. Okay, I like that. I know what I can do if I can find it. Oh, right there is some. Okay, you guys, hang in there for a second. I gotta go around my table to get this. So I was thinking, this is my little bucket of stickles. I was thinking about stickling a little bit on it just to give it a little blinginess. That is if my stickles are going to work. Yeah, don't tell me I'm out of red. Red is what I use the most. Just kind of stickle up the roses a little bit. I think this guy's just about out. Fun, fun, fun. This one has kind of white on it. A little bit. I have all my white ones upside down on the desk that I work on, and so, oh yeah, that one's working. Holy moly. Okay. Must have an air bubble in it. Oh, it's just coming out so quick. Okay, I'm just going to spread it all over this flower. Okay. Okay, that's what happens when you have it upside down. Okay, so there's a little bud down here too. Oh man. Let's see if the other red is a little fuller. Doesn't look promising. Oh yeah, maybe. How about, let's put, I get going with this stuff and then I can't quit, you know. Just put a little on the hearts. And then how about just a thread of it down the side of the lace. Okay. It's kind of fun. What else does it need? I don't know. We'll leave that to dry. If I feel like it needs something else, I can add it later. Okay, get rid of those. Okay, but that's cute in the back. I like it. Just set that up here to dry. And see what else you want to play with. I was thinking about using this ticket. This is Dreams Etc. There's a couple of tickets in her kit that I was thinking about just making those into pockets on the bottom of the page. So let's ink those up, see if we find a spot. Oops, I don't want to use walnut. It's a little dark. They have such cool edges that I want those to stand out. So let's make some pockets out of these. So this is becoming the pocket craft with me. And if we decide we don't like them as pockets, we can always just they'll be inked up to use for whatever. But let's see. Okay, so look at how the colors go there. Yep, 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 I like that. And that's the thing, putting the two dreams, etc., which are, you know, complementary in their colors. Okay. I'm going to do that on that one. Set this over here for a second. Just pop that on there. Okay. That is going to be great. Sorry, I got quiet there for a minute, didn't I? My mind was going all over the place. Okay, so then let's see if we find a spot for the other one. See if we can find a spot in the back for this one. It's a little long for that page. I was thinking because the Mad Hatter is in both spots, but maybe it will be across from another Dreams, etc. or something. I've already got stuff across from the Dreams, etc. though, don't I? He's a little long, actually. Yeah, see, he would hang out, which doesn't bother me entirely. It's almost like a little tab. I think it's kind of nice on that page with the yellow and pink. Okay, let's do it. I was thinking I should probably make a faux front envelope for Sarah's journal, since that was kind of my thing. But that was part of the reason I was looking for decorative paper that kind of went with this. Maybe we'll work on that tomorrow or something. Okay. That's fun, and then something can stick in there. Actually, maybe what I'll do, I have an idea, so let's just do it while I have the idea in my head. Oh, and we're almost out of time. I was thinking about doing a page like an envelope, you know, in an envelope or something. Really like that one. Cut it. So this should be quick. And then I'll run upstairs, try and find a patchwork patch, or quilt block, I guess I should say. Yeah, my grandma was amazing. She made me an amazing quilt for my graduation from high school, and made my son a baby blanket, and she passed away before my son was born. My mom found it on her sewing table, so that was kind of cool, and brought it home. So my son has it now, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't inherit her patience for quilting. It's such a big project. It takes forever and too precise for me too. I think I'm a little more, I don't know, not as precise. So let's just move this up a little bit. Okay, so then I was thinking of having it long, but we won't. We'll just do this. I'm just gonna fold it down to semi-even, as even as I can, and then fold it down this way, and then fold this up this way. And we have ourselves a little extra piece of journaling paper, but also it's looks like an envelope kind of. Okay, I don't know why, I just wanted that in there. So that can stick up a little bit, and we can put some other things in there when we get to the embellishing part. So, okay, I think we're going to call it good for today, and if I continue to do anything with the book, I will catch you up in the next time we're together. So thanks for joining me with pockets and everything, and we will just see you next time. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.